Good morning and welcome to the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. I'm your host, Chip Ramsey with the Coffee County Independent. We are live here in the studios of Channel 6 TV over here in T-Town. We're talking to Coach Davis about last night's 35-21 loss at home to Lawrence County. Coach, tough one. Battled first half, looked pretty good. Thank you. And Jim is giving us our Aqua Hydrate water here. We want to thank our sponsors. Where are they from? From L&H Distributorship. The Mid-South Distributorship and Rick Gerwe. I don't know. It's too early. Coach, strong first half for you guys. Score a little kind of belies a little bit of maybe what the outcome was. But here, y'all had a pretty strong defense against Lawrence County. Talk about it. Peyton Meeker lit it up. We've got Meeker had almost 300 yards passing last night in 40 attempts. Strong play all the way around the ball.
It did. Last night was all about one step forward, two steps back. I mean, it seemed like everything good we did ended up being twofold bad. You'll see on film it was you can't say enough about what Peyton Meeker did. He was a game-time decision because of last week's injury, and ended up throwing it 40 times. I mean, it was a shootout for us, and our wide receivers caught the ball better, which we really stressed this week in practice because of last week. And defense just didn't get enough done, gave up too many points, and now we're down. Well,
we last week against Warren County, we were talking about Peyton. We want to get a little update on him. Into the game, last minute, Peyton suffers a stinger to his neck and is taken off the field. Some question about whether or not he would play. How was he during this week of practice? What went on with Peyton
this week? We handled him with kid gloves. Monday he just stood out and watched practice, didn't touch a football at all. And Tuesday touched the footballs a little bit, threw it, still didn't dress out, still was icing. I threw a little bit, understood the game plan. Wednesday came out in full pads and really just kind of worked on mechanics. And Thursday he said, "I'm ready to go." And we said, "Well, wait a minute now. You're still coming back from something major. Anytime a kid's in a hospital, it's major."
Right.
And especially dealing with the neck. And I said, "Look, if you can't rotate your neck and protect yourself, you're not playing." I mean, his health is much more important than any player's health is much more important than what goes on the field. And Friday he came in, he wrote his neck around. He said, "I can see, I'm good, let's roll." And I said, "Well, we'll evaluate you during pregame. We'll let you know." And then he threw it 40 times.
So it was really literally a game-time decision.
It was. Everybody kind of laughed when everybody would ask me all week, "Is Peyton starting?" And I'd always say, "I don't know yet." And even up to the game Friday, is Peyton going to play? I don't know yet. I think so, but I don't know yet. And it was real. I wasn't really playing. We didn't know until
the moment. Game planning for that all week. How did that change the game plan for it? You got Hollinsworth at quarterback, a sophomore. How did you go into this week? Were you trying to run it down two tracks or?
No, absolutely not. Our offense is very simple. It's a very read offense. We have flat players we read. We have corners we read. Everything is so read. Jimmy does a great job. Jimmy's like a human jugs machine. He's got one of the strongest arms that I've seen in high school football. And he can put it on a dime if he needs to. His mobility is not good. He's a sophomore, or he's a junior this year, so he kind of plays like a junior. And he'll get there. Next year he'll probably be our guy, and we'll roll with him, and life will be good. So you really didn't have to tweak too much. It was more of the play calling aspect of, all right, if Jimmy's at quarterback, let's do this more than we do this. With Peyton, we roll out a lot. We always roll in the pocket because Meeker's got enough athletic ability that if the play breaks down, he can scoot, where Jimmy's more of, let's stand in the pocket, let's throw it all over the field. So it was really, the game plan didn't change. It would have just been the play calling.
Okay. Coach, we're going to go to a break here in a minute. We also want to thank our sponsors at Tri-County Roofing and I am blanking this morning. Bob helped me out with the
Donut Country.
We got the Donut Palace too. I'm sorry. We got Donut Palace, Mid-South Distributor with their Aqua Hydrate water and the Donut Palace.
Tri-County Roofing.
And Tri-County Roofing. Thanks, Coach, for helping me.
I got you.
Keep on. I haven't had any coffee this morning. There was no coffee when we came in, so that's my excuse right now. But we're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to get back to the game film, Lawrence County at Coffee County, in just one moment.
Are you ready to look better, feel better, and lose weight? Hi, I'm Joe McCamey. And when I was 90 pounds overweight, I needed a simple solution. That's why I started the Lose to Win weight loss competition.
I've lost 38 pounds, yay! I have lost just over 40 pounds with the Lose to Win program.
12 weeks, 46 pounds, I'm pretty pumped up about that.
The Lose to Win competition can help you too. Take control of your weight in 2013. I'm here to help. Visit our website or call today.
KK's Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester is here to help you save thousands on that perfect piece of jewelry. You'll find new semi-mounts for less than half the price of traditional jewelry stores. At KK's, we have new 1-carat total weight wedding sets at $7.99 and up. KK's has beautiful pre-owned and reconditioned jewelry set in gold and silver at unbelievable prices. Let our professional and trained staff help you select the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the parts yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our gravel parking lot up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign, domestic, old, new, with new vehicles added daily. You can even search the entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it back. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Show. I'll quit chewing a biscuit long enough to say we're watching the opening exchange at coin toss. That's what it is. Excuse me.
You can see there on the sideline, soccer had their final game last night. So the ladies of soccer wrote their names on the sideline, which is they've always done that on their game field. And since they're playing on ours now, they rolled it over there, which was, kind of fun to see the female soccer players with their names and numbers and all on the sideline.
Kickoff, Lawrence County. Coffee County goes to business at the 30-yard line. Again, Meeker under center, back from a fairly serious late-game injury.
Yep, it's a great job of Chris Vaughn coming back to the football. We rolled the pocket a little bit. Vaughn came back and made a good play. And this is a good opening drive for us. We can't go 3 and out ever, and we made some plays on third down this week that we hadn't made in the past that was very, very good for us. And we take the opening drive down and score a touchdown.
Raiders on offense looking crisp in the first opening minutes.
It's a good slant, good throw, good catch, and moving the chains. That was John Reese Gilmer in there making a catch, and we love the JRG. He comes in. He's a good hands team for us.
The JRG.
Off the hands of Grayson Miller.
Meeker moving well in the pocket, Coach.
He is. He didn't show any effects of last week's stinger that he had, and didn't take a lot of shots Friday night, but every time he did get tackled, I cringed on the sidelines.
Did the line try to nice pass in there?
Great job. Slipped it right to Chris Vaughn, got us down the 1 yard line, and from the one we left our offense on the field and tried to pound it in with Dalton Carter, and he just got stopped just right there short of the goal line both times. I thought he was in. I actually yelled for the extra point team there, and then he gets stopped up here again, and he saw everything collapse. So then we went with our monster package, and we put some big boys in, and put our freshman in, Reese Pratt. Pratt's going to be a good tailback for us. He's kind of our short yardage back. He's 220, and we like Pratt. And here's a missed extra point, and we were afraid that would come back to haunt us, and it really didn't as the game went on. But we were scared there. And then you can't ask for a better kick here. Talk about a great bounce right into the hands of Boone Riddle.
Wow.
Yeah. And wasn't designed to be an onside kick, but now we get the ball back. And like I said, they haven't touched the ball yet. And that's the best defense is when the other team's offense doesn't touch the ball. Great snag there by Cole Hawkins. Again, great throw by Meeker. We're moving the chains. And we're throwing the ball well.
Coach, was the line determined to protect Peyton better this week? Was that something that they committed to as a group?
I think so. The whole O-line just loves Meeker to death, and I thought the O-line did protect better this week. Again, you saw some breakdowns. You'll see it, and I'll tell you what else. I thought Meeker did a better job of throwing the ball away this week. Instead of taking some unnecessary hits, he got rid of the football, threw it away, and lived to play another down. Here we go, third down, and just right off our hands. That was one that should have been caught and lined up for a field goal. We've had some questions about some, not attempting enough field goals, and that one got blocked and fell right into Meeker's hands, and he even said he kind of freaked out when he caught it. And, of course, he's the one guy on the field I didn't want to see get tackled.
I've never seen that before in 43 years of watching football.
And their defense on the field and their offense for the first time. And this is what they do. They're a wing T team, and they're going to fall forward and get them 3 yards every chance they get. There's a missed tackle, and big gain off of it.
Looked like the St. Andrew Swanee Mountain Lions last night, Coach.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good job there, stuffing up the fullback. I tell you, they've got a couple really good players at Lawrence County. Their number 7, who plays wide receiver and plays DB for them. Their number 5 and their 23 can play for anybody in our county. They are phenomenal. Great job here being in position and making the overthrow, and they're forced to punt.
Excellent coverage. 3 and out for Lawrence County. Red Raiders on a roll, up 6-0, and very early in the first, or midway through the first quarter.
6-0, drove the football well, made some things happen. Get back on offense, and we're going to do what we've started learning to do, and that's just chunk the football. I mean, somehow between last year and this year, I turned into a spread guy and decided we need to throw it 40 times a game. I don't know how that happened or why. Here's a great screen set up to little Dalton Carter, and he does a great job. Nice spin move there, and moves the chains. I thought Carter played well last night, did what he was asked to do, and he's a good little player for us. Boot, and it's just kind of an errant throw, interception. Turn the ball over, and you turn the ball over that deep, and it really bothers you until the very next play when they decide they don't want the football, so they give it back to us.
Interception, Coffee County right back with it. Lawrence County picked off.
Great job
County
there, yeah.
At the 15, at the 20 rather, running.
Good run here by Dalton Carter again. And then they decide to blitz the house. Hard time picking that up. Now we'll go back to the air after a timeout.
Timeout, Coffee County. 4-man front for Lawrenceburg. Call them Lawrenceburg, Lawrence County.
So that was a good job by Meeker of just knowing what's covered up and throw it away and stay on your feet and don't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
They got us for pushing off there. I don't know so much about that, but that's a loss of down. 4th down, we're punting the football.
It was an odd call.
Again, had the good run by Carter there, and got to move the chains and forced to punt. We're still up 6-0. Good punt there by Morgan. I mean, just completely flipped the field. Morgan was pretty much on and off all night. I mean, sometimes he was great, and other times not so great. A couple of missed tackles there, but we're still hanging on, and defense is playing well so far. Great job by Devin Gravitt. Devin Gravitt's a kid that he's in there in the interior defensive line and probably doesn't get enough credit, and he had a very good game last night. Number 23 is a junior for them, and boy, he's a heck of a player. Good job.
His own pull guard tripped him up there.
Yep. Good job coming up there by Tyrese McGee. It's a freshman starting our secondary, and he gets better and better each week.
(6-0) Coffee County at the end of quarter one.
And then just slant play 7. He splits our guys, and just like that, first play of the second quarter, it's 7-6. We get a penalty after that, after they scored a touchdown, so it moved the ball up on kickoff. And you can, if we turn the audio here up, you can probably hear every single coach yelling onside kick. And they did it, they got it, and now they're in business. Good job again by Devin Gravitt stopping it up. J.C. Simmons in there making a play. And had a hold there, so that one will come back. Good job there of making them, just taking what they give, 5 yards, put them down. We'll do it again. Missed tackles, 7 points.
play that looked like it was bottled up turns into a big gain for Lawrence County. Touchdown.
But holding penalty.
But a holding
bring
penalty.
it back. Just enough to move the chains. Again, another penalty, another hold on them. Good job there, Jonathan Lyda. That kid's been starting for us a couple years. We love Lyda to death. He did a great job of getting upfield, making a play. And a double reverse there. And Hunter Smithson starts to as a freshman, makes a great, great play. It's third and forever. I mean, this is what you want to be in. And they run a draw.
Cameraman
Catches out of position and goes in for 6. Can't happen on 3rd and long. Cannot happen on 3rd and long. 3rd and long is get off the field. Again, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Good return there, David Keith gets out to almost 30-yard line. Back to work, and had a little something set up there that we came back to a little later in the game. We ran at to see if we had it, and we did. So you'll see later on we run a little hook and lateral. Here's a great job by Cole Hawkins of catching our screen and getting upfield, getting us first down.
Cole Hawkins had a big last 2 games.
Yeah, all our receivers really have. You always hear about the Vaughns and the Cole Hawkins. But the JRG always comes in and makes catches. Boone Riddle came in, made a couple catches. Our tight ends, Grayson Miller, sure-handed, usually makes a play or 2 a game. It's a great job by Meeker just getting rid of the football and, again, surviving him. If that had been last week, he'd probably ducked his head and tried to run it. But, again, Meeker's making smart decisions. One thing I thought Lawrence County did a very good job of is containing House. They put a lot of people outside and decided, you know what, Cody House is not going to run the football outside on us.
Off the fingertips.
Great catch here, Cole Hawkins on out route to move the chains. And we're in business. We're moving the football. We're throwing it around. We're doing what we want to do. Here they forget to cover House, and he's able to squirm through and get a couple good yards. We like to play so much, we come back to it. And there's Cole Hawkins with another reception and moving the ball down the field. This is one of the strangest plays ever. The entire defensive line decides not to rush Meeker. Meeker said it was one of the craziest feelings he ever felt in his life when it was a screen set up and every one of their linemen just looked at him. But we had a legal man downfield, come back with a great snag by Chris Vaughn. Absolutely. Just one shoestring away from breaking out for 7. Vaughn came on the sideline and said, boy, I was gone. Then just right off the fingertips, and boy, that'll make the coach nervous when the ball goes up in the air.
Scary play there. Survived.
Here, try to set up screen again. It's sniffed out, and it's a 4th down, or 3rd down, I'm sorry. Incomplete pass. Now it sets up 4th down, and here comes David Morgan's first ever high school field goal. So we're proud of David.
All right, Morgan.
Hit a nice 30-yarder, so it's always a good feeling to get your first one out of the way.
Morgan's let me know that he wishes he could kick a field goal.
Yeah, well, he did it.
He did it.
And he kicked off deep. He's been wanting to kick deep, and then, oh, gosh.
Oh, this is why.
And there's the answer to the $1,000,000 question of, Coach, why don't you kick it deep?
Right. Coach, why do you kick it to the 35 every time?
Because it's a bona fide draw.
Why do you
kick it deep? It's a bona fide draw. So, again, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Kick us field goal, get 3 points, give up 7. But we're still feeling good because we took the ball, moved it down the field. I mean, it was, as an offensive football team right now, you're thinking, you're set up right where you want to be. David Keith breaks a nice kickoff return.
Keith has a nice return.
Yeah, gets us almost to midfield and back in action. I kind of like Meeker and Vaughn's mentality after the kickoff return. They said, well, now we get to go back on offense. Let's it's just a hurry up of, all right, get them off the field, we can get the ball back.
Right.
Another slant pattern here and turn into a deep post, and Chris Vaughn is gone.
Meeker had all day. Vaughn, great catch. Beautiful, beautiful pass.
Absolutely great. Watching these first 5 games, Vaughn has turned into a very explosive player for us. He scores on a deep pass about every game. He has great fear speed, and what that means is he has no desire in the world to get hit. So when the ball's in his hand, he takes off. You're not catching him at all. Little pop up to the 20-yard line, and do a decent job of getting down there and covering the kickoff that time. And now defense is on the field. We'll try to run a little trickeration here. But again, as you're watching the game, you're feeling good about what you've seen so far.
Raiders playing strong with Lawrence County. Coach, you're 21-15 at halftime. Lawrence County's up, basically on the benefit of a long touchdown return.
It is. That's what we said at halftime. A kickoff return. Take the kickoff return away, and we're up. The kids felt that way. Felt like, okay, mistake was made on a special teams, which of course you cannot. Talk about special teams without even putting it with offense and defense. You've got to be solid in all 3 facets of the game, and we weren't Friday night.
21-15, Lawrence County over Coffee County at halftime. We'll be back in just a few minutes after a word from our sponsors. You're watching the Coach.
Are you ready to look better, feel better, and lose weight? Hi, I'm Joe McCamey. And when I was 90 pounds overweight, I needed a simple solution. That's why I started the Lose to Win weight loss competition.
I've lost 38 pounds, yay! I have lost just over 40 pounds with the Lose to Win program.
12 weeks, 46 pounds, I'm pretty pumped up about that.
The Lose to Win competition can help you too. Take control of your weight in 2013. I'm here to help. Visit our website or call today.
KK's Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester is here to help you save thousands on that perfect piece of jewelry. You'll find new semi-mounts for less than half the price of traditional jewelry stores. At KK's, we have new 1-carat total weight wedding sets at $7.99 and up. KK's has beautiful pre-owned and reconditioned jewelry set in gold and silver at unbelievable prices. Let our professional and trained staff help you select the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the parts yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our gravel parking lot up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign, domestic, old, new, with new vehicles added daily. You can even search the entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it back. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Welcome back to the second half of the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. We're watching Coffee County host Lawrence County. Raiders came out in the first half down 21-15.
We knew coming out of halftime here we had to get them stopped and had to get the football back. And
we don't.
Didn't happen.
Did they do anything differently coming out in the second half, Coach?
On the defense side of the ball, they really did. They changed coverages on us, and they were scared of the slant, the deep slant anymore. They really thought that, if we kept getting the ball to Vaughn, good things were going to happen. So they did an outstanding job of really taking that away. But we combined, we knew we had to run the football. So we tried to run the football a little more. Not a lot more, but a little more. And here's a great run for 7.
(27-15) extra point makes it 28-15. Lawrence County takes the opening drive of the second half and scores.
Very quick work. Get the ball back. We had some things we want to do different coming out, and a lot of stuff we want to do the same. But of course, we keep throwing the football, and there's just a tip ball.
Yeah, was that deflected? I couldn't really see with the.
Second down, just overshot.
Third down for Coffee County. Meeker in the gun.
An interception, and it goes for 7. So just like that.
Wow.
Everything's looking good. They score 14 points in the first couple minutes of the second half, and now we are in big-time catch-up mode, which is not where you want to be coming out of the second half.
So, again, did this change your approach to the game?
This
Obviously,
did, absolutely. I mean, as funny as it sounds, we were really – our throws the first half and starting the second half were very safe, very – all right, let's, get one read, get rid of the football. Coming out now, it was, all right, we got to start chunking it. We got to start getting yardage. And that's never a good feeling. Good job here of catch and pitch, a little hook and lateral. That's what we set up in the first half. And if it wasn't 3rd and 15, we'd have a first down and move the chains. But now we got a punt, and we only get about a 9-yard punt. Yep, we did a better job this week than we did. People who watch the show religiously would know in Columbia that took a bounce and they returned it for 7.
Right.
And we did a better job of covering there. And now our defense knows that they're pinned to the wall. They've got to do something.
$35-15 right now at the early to mid part of the third quarter. Lawrence County jumps out of the second half gate with 2 quick scores.
And luckily there's a holding penalty there, so it moves them back.
Defense strings that play out well, and interception.
Yep. David Keith, right place, right time, great play. Takes it down the sideline and gives us some life on offense. We know we're down and we've got to score. Pocket breaks down.
Offsides, Lawrence County.
It's our favorite play in our book, no play. We find a way to make no play work a lot. Now we find a way to jump off sides on no play a lot, but we do find a way to work. Great catch there and moving the ball a little bit. And just a little overthrow. And even though we had a turnover and it got us out of it, now we're 3 and out, having to punt the football back. Great job there, stringing it out, and, making a play. Phillip Brown there, making a play. Phillip Brown's a newer name. Great job there, Jonathan Lida.
Lida, who is Coffee County's version of Troy Polamalu, heck of a tackle.
Tell you, 7's a good player for him now. 23 gets all your recognition. He's the one that's being recruited by all the schools because of his speed and how good he is. But as for high school football players, 7's about as good as you're going to see in high school football. And the thing you love about him if you coach him is he's quiet, he does his job, he never says very much. He's not one of those out there talking trash the entire time. He's simply just a catch the ball, give the ball to the official, go back to the huddle. Fumble recovery by us, and now we take over the ball. Tyrese McGee, again, it's our freshman out there, coming up with the fumble recovery. Pocket breaks down. That looked a lot like the commercial we had before we came out of break with the Pee Wee guys for Charter Cable.
Third quarter begins 35-15 as it started out earlier.
I mean, we felt like at this point in the game, we got to throw it, but they're pinning their ears back. We got to be able to run the football a little bit. We can't be the team that comes out and throws it 40 times a game. I mean, I guess that's who we've kind of turned into.
That's what we did.
We've got to run the football. Now we got the JRG back there punting. We've switched punters here, and
the JRG's punting. The JRG does a lot of things, Coach.
The JRG can do it all.
John Reese Gilmer, if anybody is wondering who the JRG is, he has earned himself a good nickname on the team, which is always a good sign for a player. Any moms and dads worrying about why they're asking him that, he's got a nickname. You get a nickname on your football team, they love you.
He is the JRG. I don't know that the JRG's watching because I know he's ready for the Tennessee-Florida game coming on a little later. So he's probably preparing for that game, not watching this today.
Is Meek at home watching?
I'm sure.
Hey, Meek. I want to thank all the players and fans who are watching. You are watching Charter Channel 6 TV, the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider football show. Lawrence County last night at home.
Third down, and this is just Will make you sick when
Oh,
a kid
no.
makes a play over two people. Again, I just, not a lot to say. It was a pump and go, and we had two men on him, and the kid jumps up and makes a play. And now what we thought earlier was a game that we were still in, and life was good, and we're still moving the chains, and we're getting some turnovers here and there, but bottom line is we're not putting points on the scoreboard. So of course our response, let's come out and chunk it.
Laser goes through three defenders' hands from Meeker there, incomplete. Four-man rush. Everyone else dropping back in pass coverage. Three lasers out there to the flat and incomplete.
Good job there, Meeker, staying alive and just getting rid of the football and heaving it and staying on his feet. That was 4th and long, and at this point in the game, we had to go for it.
Oh, those are...
Yeah, there are flags everywhere. Everyone threw a flag. I think there's 5 flags on the field. I swear I think Kyle Kriz threw one from the box. I mean, everybody threw them.
McGee with a trip there on that tackle. Wing T football.
Wing T football. Almost as exciting as watching paint dry.
Almost.
But successful.
It always reminded me of a car sort of slowly rolling downhill, just like it just never stopped. It just kept kind of rolling. But
if you can't stop it, it'll make for a long, long night. Our defense does a good job of keeping them out of the end zone here.
great stop on defense with Red Raiders.
And got Gavin Houston in the game at tailback. Gavin's a kid who's had some great weeks at practice, great JV games, and we think we need to get him. We need to get him more carries on Friday nights. He runs the ball hard. He puts his head down, and he kind of reminds you of a young Hunter Smithson when he's back there running the football.
Yeah, they're very similar. I coached Gavin several years ago for 1 year, and he's a real no-nonsense, hard-nosed kid.
This is the final drive of the game, and we've got some younger guys in there. Like Garrett Eldridge, freshman's in there, and we got Boone Riddle back in the game, and Boone makes a great snag here, and makes a couple good moves and gets downfield. Boone Riddle, sophomore, it's future looks bright. Come back, get the ball to Boone again, move the chains. I like this and not having a quit, and we're not quitting. We're still playing. We're still trying to make plays. Just a little outside. It was nice to get a score here at the end of the game just to kind of show that we didn't fold up shop and just quit and go home. Here it is, 3rd and long. We throw it up to Boone again. He gets tackled, so they throw a flag and chains. And you're coming down the last play of the game, or second to last play of the game, and we're a nice little comeback, and there's Garrett Eldridge. Very good hands, makes a catch, 7 points. And right now it puts us at 21 points, which is, for some reason, that must be our number this year. I think we've scored 21 points every game but one.
Eldridge, a freshman.
Freshman. The freshman Reese Pratt scored. You saw the freshman Tyrese McGee make a couple good plays on defense, and you see the freshman Garrett Eldridge making a catch there. It's great to see Luke Falk in the studio. I'm on the air right now, dog. I'll talk to you in a minute. Love Luke Falk from my Shelbyville coaching days, one of my favorite players of all time.
All right.
And it's great to see him in the studio. I don't know that he had any clue I was even in here.
Well, he does now.
It's great to see Luke.
Coach, Lawrence County, again, what do you say about that game? I mean, it was a tough loss. I hate to say any loss isn't tough. But that one especially, I think you guys had the momentum going into the locker room at halftime, and seemed to kind of have a good game plan. Seemed to have a good energy around the game, and in a very manageable situation. 2 big scores right out of the gate. Boom.
Big plays. You look at it, and it was big plays that they made. Kickoff return that went for 7. Then, like I said, right out of halftime, they hand the ball off, take it to the house. It was, for us, it was almost 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And that's not how you win football games, and that's why we didn't win a football game.
Stopping big plays, I guess that's obviously going to be a priority coming up against Stone Memorial. What are we looking at against Stone Memorial coming into, week 7? 6?
6. Who knows?
Right.
I think we're week 5, to be honest. We're at 5
There's
games.
always a 0 in there, so I always have to.
We're week 5, game 6. Again, welcome to high school football.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you can do math around here. You're looking at a good Stone Memorial team. They're young. They're a team that's going to be good in the future. They're starting, about like us, they're starting some freshmen. And it should be a good game. I mean, it really should. They, for the guys that have been around for a while, Eddie Nunley, who was the head coach before I got here, is up there. I don't know that he's coaching anymore, but he helps them out a lot. And they're a good football team. They've played some good teams kind of like we have, and it'll be a long trip, so I hope all the fans will come out and support us and roll up there with us.
Coach, where is Stone Memorial?
Crossville. If anybody went to the Cumberland County game last year, it's right down the road from them. You can see the stadium from the interstate, so anybody that's wanting to go, just give me a holler and I'll give you directions.
Maybe there's a UT game that weekend too, so you can go catch the Vols the next weekend. Coach, any final thoughts on this game? Obviously, we've great play out of your young guys. Young guys are really stepping up and making a lot of contributions this season, and they've come along considerably. Your McGee's and those folks like that.
We are. The young look good. Again, Peyton Meeker throws for 300 yards. Devin Gravitt, who's a junior, plays well on defense. Chris Vaughn, who's a senior. I feel like we're right on the verge of being a very good team. But the fact is we can't get over the hump. And that's what's killing us right now.
Getting over the hump. We'll see if Coffee County can get over that hump next week at Stone Memorial. And then 2 weeks after that, Coffee County has a off weekend. So we'll be off again here at this show. For Coach Lee Davis and the Coffee County Red Raider football team, I'm Chip Ramsey. Thank you for watching.